Okay, I think I'm back. Stat audio check. Now the test. Does Colonel Potter actually say stuff?
Pigeon pellets.
Yes, he does. All right. We're good. We're good to go now. So, for anyone who's interested in having Colonel Potter yell at me, there is now a chat channel reward for Potterisms. Let's see. Now, I've got that set. Need to look over and see what quests I had. Message home. Our official papers. I'm going to speak to Clerk Arlon. I think Clerk Arlon gave me another quest that I'm supposed to do. Okay, he wants me to do one good turn, deserves another. For to Captain Gudur on the plains of Jaren, the proposed Sunspear duties. Okay, and then he will give me official papers. And then that will open up the other quest. And there's Mox, and I am not talking to Mox yet. Oh, I should just go here. The reason I'm not talking to Mox is I'm kind of trying to keep this particular playthrough as chronological as possible. And Mox wasn't introduced until Eye of the North, or after Eye of the North came out. So I'm playing Nightfall as it was released. Meaning, don't deal with any Eye of the North content. It's also why I haven't jumped into the underground tunnel and gone to get the Eye of the North heroes, which I certainly could. And on any other playthrough, I would have more heroes to choose from.
NANI?
But, whoa! Seymour Pitt with thank you. By the way, I had also forgotten that I had started to set up Blurp. And weirdly, I wasn't able to test if it worked. Nightbot timed out Blurp for 5 seconds. Stop posting links. First time chat. Okay, hang on. I need to see timeout. You know what? I think I may just have to disable Nightbot a little bit until I figure out what's going on there. But thanks for coming in, Seymour. You know
oh
my god! oh, it's on now. I've apparently unleashed the. Or Seymour is threatening to unleash the Kraken. Okay, let me. I'm gonna go to Nightbot real quick and see if I can calm him down a little bit. Let's see, log in, and these are good. I don't know if you see it, but Nightbot is reporting a lot of errors on me. Stop posting. Maybe I. Hang on. Regulars. If I make Blurp regular. Nightbot's nice for the chat. Yeah, I don't want to completely turn off Nightbot. I just want to have it play nicely with Blurp. So, and I wasn't able to do as much testing on it as actually I wasn't able to do any testing. I tried, but it's like it wasn't giving me any. I wasn't able to test it without actually going online. At least that's what it seemed like. Well, let's see. Blurp is now a regular. How do I enabled? Oh, here options. User exempt level. Okay. Actually, Seymour, if you wouldn't mind, hang on a second. If you wouldn't mind trying another blurp, I would be curious to see if. Oh, actually, hang on. I might be able to do one. I don't know if that came through.
NANI?
Here we go.
What?
What? Okay. Okay. Nightbot and Blurp are playing nicely together. Thank you for being the guinea pig there, Seymour. And hang on, it's getting warm in here. Again. In addition, you might enjoy this. In addition to Blurp, I also have a chat channel reward for Potterisms, where Colonel Potter will yell at me.
Road apples. You look like a furry Claudette Colbert. What in the name of sweet Fanny Adams happened here?
Yeah. So, the chat reward... Nightbot is not a perf. Nightbot's just a little overzealous here, and I sort of keep forgetting that he's there, honestly. So, I've started adding, doing a bunch of things behind the scenes with the channel, like adding Potterisms and Blurp, and I actually don't really use Nightbot for much, apart from just, I guess, the basic spam protection, and I'm using more Stream Elements. I should probably just migrate over to the Stream Elements bot, because I'm using a lot of stuff from Stream Elements, so I might as well just move to their bot, I guess. But anyway, welcome in. A lot of lot of toys going on. I still have a lot of updates I want to do. Excuse me. I also caved and went on
Will
Etsy.
you keep this mode? This is time for size you.
And thanks for testing that as well. I wasn't sure that the text-to-speech was working. I do want to have like a little mascot pop up when the text-to-speech function goes. But yeah, I'll be keeping that. I may change the voice on it, depending what I come up with as a mascot, but we'll see. So, but anyway, where am I? I'm in Guild Wars. So easy. I'm so easily derailed with all these new toys.
Suffering saddle soap.
Yes, Potter is working for the general populace now too. Seymour, you're just being the crash test dummy for today. That's an important job, and I appreciate it. Making sure all the buttons work. What else do I have? I think the text to speech and Potterisms are sort of the main thing. I also went on to Etsy and got a few emotes. I'm sort of leaning into the kit name since that's what everyone calls me, so I figured it's like, well, I'll get some kittens. Cute kittens, because, cute is popular. And also fox icons, which aren't actually active yet. Oh, they didn't approve the fox ones. So I only have 4 icons right now. The first batch are like little black kittens, because I have a soft spot. One of my cats, that sadly died a couple of years ago, but absolutely loved her. Why can I not? Okay. I had to actually use one in order for the whole panel to go away. I don't mind trying some mods. I got these little black cat icons, which actually I might tweak them to make them a little more obviously black. But yeah, we had a black cat that died a couple of years ago that I absolutely adored, and I still miss her. We have a new black cat, which I absolutely adored. She's not doesn't quite take the same place. Oh, and those are Rusties? Are those Rusties? Those are Rusties. Yep. Thank you for the Rusty motes. Let's see. So I now have papers. Like, getting back to gameplay. I'm being pretty casual about this. I'm just taking a new Paragon character through the starter island of Nightfall, and then once I get her to Consulate Docks, then I will do the same thing I did in Factions. I'll switch her over to my main monk character and have her go through the rest of the Nightfall campaign. I just want to experience sort of the whole area. Let's see. Inform, Elder Berlin, Salem Ranch, the need for fresh game. Yeah, this guy has me just running around doing a bunch of like menial tasks. How are you doing today, Seymour? Everything good in your world, I hope? I keep getting that notice your guild has one alliance invitation. And, I sort of panic. But, let's see, what do we have here? We have Shinobi, icons, type sleep. I don't recognize that user. Kappa Kippa. I haven't seen that one before. And then some, Rusties. Yep, I am adding to the supply of cat and kitten emotes. When in doubt, go cute. All right, where am I going? Okay, I'm going all the way up there. So I'm going to do a map check. Are there any others in this area I should also do? Yes, there is this, which is somewhat on the way. Okay, now I also need to remember buttons. Yesterday, on Saturdays, I've been playing Demon Souls a lot. One of the first Dark Souls games that FromSoft put out. I completed Elden Ring. Well, completed. I never was able to beat Melania, or Melena, or whatever her name is. But I was able to actually beat the game, the main story. So it got me curious to try, some of the other games those guys have made. And I managed to get my hands on a PS5, so I started playing that. And it's funny, because coming back to Guild Wars, it's a completely different style of play, of course, because the other game is, more action-oriented thing where... See, this is the other thing. I'm going to need to get used to hearing these random sound effects. Oh, got a shrine over. Oh, I didn't pick up the shrine at the other. Well, okay, whatever. I keep forgetting. I'm really, really bad about remembering to pick up the bounties from these scouts. And now things are getting a little too cold in here. Also, I apologize if I'm talking and you hear a hum or a buzz in the background. That's because I have an air conditioner periodically starting up. Because the weather is finally turning nice up here where I am. And gets quite warm in here quite quickly. Especially once I have these lights on. I mean, they're LEDs. They're not like hot. I need to look over these skills and see what these are actually doing. No for great justice increases my adrenaline. This is Sunspear. 4 seconds plus 1 second for every 2 ranks in leadership. Reduces damage. I don't have sound buffering. I do have a noise gate on my microphone. Actually, hang on. Still at. Yeah, it is. So that if I'm not talking, it just clamps the audio, so the air conditioner running just won't be there the whole time. But when I do talk, chances are you'll hear it in the background a bit, because I'm in my office, office is perhaps a generous word. It's a very very small shed in my backyard. It's only like a little 6x9, 6 foot by 9 foot space with a window. So I've got a window air conditioner unit. So it's very close here. Yeah, right now the air conditioner is off. It's sort of doing its auto temperature thing. So right now it should be pretty quiet. I'm just saying there might be times where I'm talking. If I'm talking and you hear a little buzz in the background, chances are that means the air conditioning unit has turned back on. But yeah, right now it's off, so it should be quiet for a little bit. But we are not done yet. Oh, there, now it just turned on, so it's warming up now. It just creates a little bit of extra noise behind my voice. So I watched a bit of my stream yesterday, and to see how it was behaving, and it doesn't obscure my voice or anything. It just, yeah, adds a little bit of background noise. There was an extra thing going on yesterday, as we had an air show happening at nearby, so we had a lot of jets flying overhead, like fighter jets, super super loud. So in addition to the air conditioner, I had some of that to deal with. This village is boring. Here where I live, it's 25 degrees and it's raining. Oh, it's been raining for us solidly for quite a while. This was actually the first nice weekend. So Saturdays, what I've been doing lately, I've started almost doing a double stream. I'll wake up in the morning and I'll play some Ratchet and Clank, and then in the afternoons I'll play Demon Souls. Yesterday I woke up early in the morning, but it's a nice enough day. It's like, okay, I can't play Ratchet and Clank. I've got to work outside. Specifically the gutters. The gutters have been this way for a while now. We've actually had weeds growing out of the gutters, like tall ones. But the weather's been so bad for so long that I'd never had a good enough day to get up and actually, clean them out. So that was what I was doing. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Talk to 3 potential recruits since Alien Reach. Convince them to join the Sunspears. Sunspear, me? I don't know. Annie and I have talked about leaving to join the Sunspears, but I don't think I'm out for it. All for fish tossing in the Sunspears. Doubt Danny will be interested either. She'd have trouble. She usually beats me when we train. Of course, I'm holding back a little, so I won't hurt her. Don't look at me like that. It's true. Well, it used to be. I think she's holding back. Not my fault. I spent days unloading fish boats while she's off chasing iron-toothed drakes. Sorted together, and I don't think she'll leave without me. I'm gonna try. She's right over there. Yeah, I mean, together. There. Ratchet, Other Dimension. Oh, the Rift Apart game. I do have that game, but no, I'm playing the first Ratchet and Clank game. They released it for free for the PS4 last year sometime, I think, and I got it on my PS4, but I just never got around to playing it. So when I got the PS5, I loaded it on there and started playing. I do want to play Rift Apart, but I figure it's like, you know what? I should probably play the first game, kind of get familiar with the characters first. So that's sort of what I've been doing there. And that game is loud, man. You know, compared to like Guild Wars or even Demon Souls. Demon Souls can be loud, but it paces its sound. A lot of times it's actually very quiet. You know? But Ratchet and Clank is just constant bang, 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 bang. Oh, you have Rift Apart and never started to play? Yeah, I do have Rift Apart, and I figure once I finish the first one, I'll probably play Rift Apart. I may play another game in between the two just to change it up a little bit, but we'll see. But the trick with Ratchet and Clank, as far as me streaming it, is it's Saturday mornings. I also like to sleep in on Saturday mornings. So my Saturday morning streams are going to be unreliable at best. Oric, he's the best. We're destined to be together. Oric said that. I've told him 100 times. He only loses because he's afraid of hurting me. Big Lummox could be a great fighter if he got some decent. He's got no confidence. Honestly, as much as I love him, I was ready to join the Sun Spears just to see if he would follow me. Well, hey, you guys have a solution. Go tell Mork I've joined. All right. Ratchet's main target is kids, yeah. I mean, it's a fun, silly story. But I mean, and kind of have to expect it to be loud. I mean, it's all guns, it's all bang bang, very punchy bang bang. But yeah, it's like I have the sound meter in OBS, and if I play Ratchet and Clank, I have to bring it down really, really low. So, yeah. She's leaving now. I guess I always expected this. I don't really think she'd leave so soon. Well, I can't let her go off on her own. Besides, she's right. Need to get out of this village. Worries about all these wondrous places, but all I ever see day in and day out is fish. I'm good enough, but I suppose there's only one way to find out. I'll penny in the morning. So you're looking for someone named Ando as well? So? Heard of him? You might look around the swamp huts to the south. Right? Where's... So there. And actually, I think that other quest was right around the same area. So, let's consolidate. And here is another Sun Spear Scout. Bounty. And what did I said earlier that I was really, really bad about... Oh. Okay. I was about to go off on a tirade about how I was really, really bad about picking up bounties when there was a shrine guy right there and I was going to click on one, and then I apparently didn't have a bounty. But I guess my Sunspear rank is as high as it can go for now. It is short view. Yeah, no problem. I mean, you know, stick around as long as you like. You know, I'm easy. I'm just here. I'll be streaming for, you know, another maybe 2.5 hours. Oh hey, Corsairs. And like I say, it's pretty casual. It's just starter Nightfall Island. See you later. Yep, have a good one. Thanks for coming in, and seriously, again, thank you for pushing all the buttons and confirming that they're all working. So I'll see if I can add more this week. I need to get more screens and overlays. I don't want to like really clutter up my display with overlays, but I'd like to have like 1 or 2 things. Get some scale. Oh, of course, they're Cutthroat. Oh, okay. We came up on 2 groups of guys. We've got a guy running around, and we still have a scale to deal with. By the way, the TTS, the text to speech, it's only request one time. Oh, does it have like a timeout on it? Maybe. I will have to take a look at that. I actually set that up a while ago. Thought about it. I forget exactly which app, which service is running it. I think it's Creati. Not sure. Yeah, I'll have to see the timeout on this. Thanks for that heads up. You know, actually, I'm going to write that down. I get to the point where I need to write things down, or else I forget. That. Another thing I also need to be. Text says you have already requested. Okay. I will check on that. I mean, a little bit of a timeout, which is fine, but it should be like a minute, nothing too crazy. But it came to get me out of the swamp. I'd love to explore the world, fight evil, and wear all the shiny bits. Can't leave my family unprotected. These swamps have all kinds of nasty critters. Most leave us alone, but lately a few have gotten bolder and attack anyone who comes near. People here can't fight off a mosquito, let alone something with big pointy teeth. Bye bye, dear friend. Hey, yep, thanks for coming by. Again, thank you for pushing buttons, and have a good day, good evening, good night. Enjoy. Let's see. I suppose if you could find where these things are coming from and take care of them, then I could let the village fend for itself while I go to train. Okay, so kill some guys for this guy. Well, I guess we are going this way. Also, killing iron drakes anytime I see them, because I'm still in the market for a chunk of drake flesh. For that Feast of Baka quest. Yeah, you here, Iron Tooth. Give me flesh. No, give me coins. Hey, wrinkle monitors. Lady of the Dead, Lieutenant Miranda. Wow, side quests. Side quests derail me, and yet I cannot resist. Prince Amter. Well, actually, these side quests are actually kind of cool because they're sort of preemptively introducing you to characters you'll meet later, such as Prince Amtur. Mighty of the Citadel of Zagon has placed his trust in me. He has sent me to Istan to find and hire the brilliant master engineer Jacumba. We're having somewhat of a problem with raiders attacking Invabi currently, and some world-renowned siege weapons designed by Jacumba would solve our problems. Told he lives out in these wilds. Would you mind helping look for him? Sure. But first, I was on my way to kill some stuff over here. And this guy's the same way. I can't actually. Yep. Oh, look at all the Iron Tooth Drakes. One of you, please drop some Drake's flesh for me. I doubt it. This is too good of a setup. Nope. No flesh. And Jin actually just gained a level. Okay, she's up at 9 marksmanship. Part of some other quest. Ando, I think it's the guy. Too. Suns. Got all of them? Wow, you sun spears must be more powerful than I thought if you can take on a whole nest of them and survive. Same with the training you've had. Now I can come back and protect the village from anything. Okay, you've got yourself a new recruit. I say goodbye to everyone and hope someone to take. Right. Now. Hang on. Loose cannon, Shadok. Can't have you running around the island willy-nilly breaking kneecaps. It's not respectable. Get results, Kahanu. It's not my fault. Sometimes the only way to deal with a bad situation is force. Mistaken, you're out, Shadok. Spear and shield. We're gonna have to. Both of these guys are gonna give a quest, and we're gonna have to choose that. Yep. Now let's see. What Kahanu says. Has problems that need to be solved, and if Sun Spears aren't going to do something, who will? Merchant named Dashan, making a killing selling grain to farmers. There used to be a lot of merchants stockpiling grain. They'd sell it at an affordable rate during seasons. Good ones. Anyway, our friend Dashan put those folks out of business by practically giving away his grain. The only grain merchant in the area, and he could charge an arm and a leg. After prices. Go convince him to lower his prices. Okay. Is there another side of this story? As much as I dislike his methods, Shadok does have a point. There are a lot of problems Sun Spears actually, and some of them really need to be solved. In particular, there's a local merchant that's a bit of a problem. He managed to put all of his competitors out and now overcharges local farmers for essential supplies. Could you try to convince the merchant to lower his prices? The Sun Spear Order is willing to reimburse him for some of his lost profits if he'll turn over the grain to the farmers. Just need you to make sure Shadok doesn't try and use any of his usual methods to the merchant's mind. And I mean, kill him. Yep, let's try that. Peaceful solution. Ano wants me to do what? Well, I guess if that's what he wants, I should give it a try. I like the idea of paying the dirty scoundrel, but I suppose I can't always solve problems with brute force. Maybe if we're lucky, Dashan won't listen to reason.
Oh, pony pucks.
That's him. He wanted to use violence. Oh hey, Iron-Tooth Drake. A chance for flesh. Yes! Chunk of Drake flesh. Yes! Finally, I can go and finish up the Feast of Baka quest. Alright, so where's this merchant? Peaceful solution is all the way back there. Okay, well, hang on. What's scale and magic compass is there. I'm going to loop around here and then go up. Oops. Chunk of Drake flesh. Maybe I should have put that as a stream title. The quest for Drake flesh. Oops. It took me a while to get scale fins, because scale fins was also a item for that quest. And they suddenly started dropping. Master Engineer Jacumba. I would love to work on a new project in Vabi, but you see I can't. Just can't. I haven't been able to do anything since I lost my precious magic with. Oh, quest chaining. Okay. Without it, I can't even draw a straight line. I lost it just last week while fishing by the docks. Accidentally dropped in the water, and the next a fierce scale swallowed. Okay. Kill a fierce scale. Is this taking me back to the same place? Oh. It's kind of putting things in the same ballpark. My inventory looking. Oh yeah, my inventory is starting to get. Hang on. Not that. Ben, what is your? Oh, she's 11 to 17. So yeah, that's better. The protection pairs energy. Related spear. Is that? Oh, that's right. I crafted a spear last time. Stuff sold. All right, a lot of stuff. So there's Hungry Scale. There's some Corsairs. Yep. Of course, we're gonna get the Corsairs on us, but I think Bosuns are mages, or not mages, monks. Medics are also monks. I think that maybe one is protection and the other is healing. Oh, hang on. Oh, he wants us to fight groups of scale. Okay, well, I've got something to do over on this harbor over here. So I'll do this and then come back and get the scale. Dashon, guy. This is the questionable merchant. Solution. God Nadar, help! It's the blasted Sunspear here to threaten me again, and this time he has hired goons with him. Who you call him goon? Nope, I'm just here to talk. Fortunately, can't fool me that easy. We're gonna end up killing these guys. Just well, I guess we'll end up killing his muscle. He has not turned into an enemy yet, so. Okay, we don't actually kill him, we just need to beat him. Just beat him to a pulp first. Alright, you win. I'll make some price cuts. 30% off. Look, we know you have to make a living. The Sunspear Order is willing to reimburse you if you're willing to lower your prices. How about you make it 50% and we pay you 20? So he's going to be partially subsidized by the Sunspears, it looks like. Success. We should go report back to Kahak. Alright. Peaceful solution completed. Go back and talk to him, and then, yeah. groups of scale. Make sure. This one is the one I want. Named character Cinny, and she's got a quest. Yeah, I think dim recollection that Nightfall is pretty liberal with its the amount of side quests it gives you. What do you have going on here? Father was a fool, and his fate is fitting. I am still his daughter, and we have enemies. Well, here, I'll come back and talk to you in a second here. You know what? Let's just go ahead and get the scale. Alright. There's the magical compass. Take that back to the guy. Alright, my father was a fool, and his fate is fitting. His daughter longed hope to spare his spirit the torment he earned in life. I had entombed him in an altar as our way. Unfortunately, a dark spirit trapped his soul. Now only one way to free my father's soul. Someone must journey to my father's altar and defeat the dark spirit. Enough. Are you noble enough to risk your life? Spirit of a foolish man. Where are we talking about? Oh, right there. Okay, so cool. I think the architect guy, Jacumba, he was here. Oh, yeah, peaceful solution. Oh, one good turn. Oh, yeah. It's close. There are two more named characters over there, Ashigan and Shikashi. They have quests. Do not. Oh, he has a quest for me. A master difficulty quest. Ooh, okay. Greetings, honorable Sun Spirit. We are in dire need of your help this day. Most vile of creatures, a mime, has taken up residence near our village and begun to work his evil magic upon the people. Comes during the night and steals the voices of the villagers. Stand before you, have been able to speak for days. Find the evil mime and discover justice for what he. Somebody let Mr. Mime out of the Pokemon universe. Such banquet will require a great deal of game of highest quality. Turn, speak with. It's just gonna have me running all over Voices in the Night. Where is this? I want to make sure. Okay, he's over there. I'm a bit nervous about the master difficulty. But here, let's first see. Peaceful Solution. Peaceful Solution, Magic Compass, and then possibly Master Difficulty. His bodyguards? Well, I suppose it can't be helped. You didn't exactly start the fight, so it's not really your fault. The merchant agreed to lower his prices. I suppose Shabak has earned a second chance. Thank you. Right. Let's go back and give this guy his compass. I should have looked around in the town. See, I think there might have been a merchant back there. Because my inventory is... situation is a bit dire. Actually... 10. Okay, so I have upgraded my bags. Holding... Oh, man. Wouldn't have these guys, but whatever. Hey man, I got your compass. You might want to clean it. My magical compass. I never thought I'd see it again. Thank you so much. Now I can find the greatest siege weaponry the world has seen. Right, so... to cash it in. Thank you. Prince Amtur will be very pleased to hear that Jacumba is returning with me to Abbey. Find yourself a out by and visit. I will be there eventually. So, oh, you know, I'm going to swing up through the village first. See, because I think there might have been a merchant. I think I saw a weapons crafter. Suggest maybe there's a merchant I can. There's weapons. Yep. Utu, the merchant. Oops. No. I have salvage. You know what? Actually, I should be salvaging a lot of this. Wood. Salvage kit. Coal turns into glittering dust. Okay. Fire prism. Because I can use some of these materials. That. This. Alright. Now it's mime time. This is master difficulty, so I don't know. What my chances are here. the last couple of times I've tried some of the master difficulty quests, I had some extra NPCs in tow with me from other quests, you know, that were able to help out. Scale. We'll go ahead and clear these guys out. Okay, so there's the evil mime. I'm going to clear out the scale first, because I don't know what this mime is going to do. And you know what? I'm going to easily aggro this other group here, incidentally, so I will aggro out this group. This guy. Alright, some coins. Now let's see what this mime. Okay, he's level 24, so that's fun. And I'm guessing if he's stealing people's voices, that seems like maybe a mesmerish sort of thing to do. So I'm going to guess some mesmer skills. Oh, can't use shouts or chants. I see. So it's just pure physical. I can only use 3 skills. And I was right, he's a mesmer. Okay, I wouldn't really call that master difficulty, but trapped voices. Let's go back. That should finish up this area. And of course, aggro the scale that I wanted to avoid. slow walk back. Well, I'm gonna do something. I mix it up running in the background for the water sounds. Ben Gray, welcome in. Or I should say, welcome back in. Oh, hang on. I'm pushing buttons in Mix It Up that I shouldn't be pushing. I've been goofing around with the channel, so I've been adding some buttons, such as
Buffalo bagels.
The Buffalo Bagels button. I added Colonel Potter as a chat rewards thing. He'll say random things depending what you push. I also added blurp on the channel so people can spawn some random sounds. Seymour was in here earlier and was pushing some of the buttons. So love doing little upgrades. Yeah, it's kind of fun. I'm starting to actually try to make a channel a little bit more. So I still have a lot of stuff I want to do. It's like I don't want to clutter the screen with like a lot of, follow alert, follower, subscriber, top thing, with rolling banners, all that stuff. I like things clean. I would like maybe underneath my portrait I might have like little tiny follower note thing. But I need to have like a proper starting screen, be right back screen, that kind of stuff. So I'm going to try and start doing some of that. But I've also been very busy this week, so I don't know. How are you doing, Yoon Gray? My Saturdays I've been playing like other games, but I'm kind of keeping Sunday as the Guild Wars day. Let's see. Before that gods be cursed Mime stole my voice, I stumbled across a scale performing some sort of ritual out in the swamps of Istan Isles. I didn't take much of the time. The village elder told us that this ancient evil, known as Moavukal, this unspeakable creature lived in the swamps long ago, ravaged the first settlers. Scale worshipped Moavukal as some sort of god. Once again. Alright. Evil gods make me so angry. That's one thing I sort of forgot is the yes-no buttons. The text is sometimes amusingly abrupt. I've been trying out some games I've been meaning to do for a long time. Much Guild Wars much at all. Yeah, that's kind of been me too. I'm not really on Guild Wars much when I'm not on my Sunday stream. So because I have a number of other things. Like I had played through Elden Ring and doing Demon Souls and sometimes Ratchet and Clank on Saturdays. And then at nights there for a while I was actually back in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, oddly enough, which is just sort of a cozy game. Just for the world is arguably it's way too big, but it's just kind of a comfortable, just kind of run around, sneak around, and kill things, and not really have to think about things too much. I had to order a new GPU. Ooh, I can actually play them on my new 4K ultra wide. Wow! Congratulations on that. You know what? I'm on two 1920s monitors, but it's like looking at my setup, it's like, yeah, I suppose I probably could fit a 4K ultra wide. I hadn't really thought to do that. My brother, I think, has I think he invested and he's got a big curved monitor. I think he loves it. Pretty cool. I'm a little scared to ask how much a new GPU costs you to support something like that. 165 hertz with G-Sync. Can't even look at any other monitors now. Oh, I see. You went ahead. You went and spoiled yourself. Wish to know of Moavakal? Certainly. Long ago, when the first settlers arrived on this island, legend tells of a evil beast that dwelt in the swamps. Talk. Gales worshipped the creature like a god, and it may have been worshipped by some dark, forgotten god. Said to be able to. Oh, my eyes are having a weird time focusing on the text. Was said to be able to kill a man with just its gaze. Thought of myth, but now I'm so sure. If this creature does exist, and the Scale are truly attempting to summon it forth, grave danger. You know, it's funny. I didn't take the Scale for being an intelligent race. I thought they were just random monsters. Apparently, they're advanced enough to have a sort of worshipping religion, I guess. Go to Istan Isles and investigate the map. Bought a GPU used on eBay, but was still 700. 6800 XT swapped to Linux from Windows, and it's much better than. Oh, okay. I've been out of the GPU market so long. I have the one I have, I believe, is a 1080 Ti, which was great at the time, but I think that was like 6 years ago or something. It's a very old card now. I mean, it still holds up. It still does everything I do. All right, I'm going to do some stuff here. I'm going to turn in some stuff. And actually, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to camp. I'm going to cook that piece of chunk of drake flesh so that I don't accidentally sell it. I'd still be using my 780 if it still worked. Yeah, I suppose I should probably have a backup for if and when pieces of my computer start breaking. I did recently buy an extra SSD to put in this computer as a games drive, because I have an SSD as the system drive so it can boot up quickly and all that. But more and more games, it feels like, are almost SSD required, like just for loading time and everything. Like Elden Ring was doing it to me. Assassin's Creed games were doing it to me. Division, where if I had them, because I've got a huge platter drive, just as a games drive, but the load times on those are slow, and the games are getting fast enough where if they're on a platter drive, sometimes they just won't load correctly. They'll, like Elden Ring, I had a hell of a time playing that game initially because it wouldn't completely load the map. Like, it'd load the map and I'd see a little stairway down to like a little catacomb. I'd go down the stairways and it would lead just to this giant empty area. It clearly hadn't loaded, whatever catacomb or whatever it was. Sometimes it wouldn't load in enemies. I'd get hit by something, but there wouldn't be there. Or vice versa. I would see the enemy standing there. I'd walk right up to it and it wouldn't even acknowledge it. Yeah, I forgot the yes/no quest option even has text. Done a somewhat recent lore playthrough. Say I never read the yes/no text. Yeah, I almost never read the yes/no text. It's just the times that I do, it's almost more I glance at it out of the corner of my eye. But yeah, sometimes they get a little snarky with the yes/no. All right, so Feast of Baka. See Royal Chef Hatundo. Where is he? Out in the plains. I want to do this because this will empty out a couple of my. There's Mox. I'm ignoring Mox. I'm not going to deal with him at the north. I keep all my games on my big hard drive. I set some old SSDs up to be basically a cache for them, so once I load the game into the cache, first time. It's as fast as an SSD. Oh, interesting. Interesting tactic. Take a look at that. All right, there. Oh, hey, levels for everybody. You get a level. Let's see, what? I guess a little more leadership. Boss. That. A whole lot with Dunkoro. Did I pick anything up during the anniversary? I did. I hadn't been playing Guild Wars much, but I did get on and I farmed the Proof of Triumph on both accounts, so I have it in my inventory for my main account and also for this, my secondary. And on my main account, I also farmed for... I've forgotten the name of the sword. It's the Expertise sword for Rangers. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it. I just felt like, maybe I can put a 20% enchant mod on it, and that can become like a farming sword for when I go into Fissure of Woe or something. Essentially turn it into an Expertise version of Razajan's Fervor or something. Might be interesting. I also got there. I think there was a short bow, a Critical Strike short bow that I got, but that one I messed up. I didn't realize that when you trade in, what was it, the Proofs of Legend to get the weapon, that it instantly customizes that weapon for that character you traded it on. So I got the Critical Strike's bow on my Ranger. So she can't effectively use it. I was going to put that on my assassin, so that was a bit of a waste. But that's about it as much as I did. I didn't do a lot of like crazy farm. Yeah, I've always felt like the Expertise sword had a use, just never got around. Yeah, I didn't go crazy with the farming. I just did enough for that. Just sort of left it there. The primary objective, of course, was to get the Proof of Triumph. Because that's an important thing that I will now be able to capture skills in the world without having to rely on the kindness of others. I want to rely on the kindness of others. I do it myself. I use a sword built on my Ranger almost always now. Still use my fancy West swords. Yeah, I need to look at that. Well, part of the reason I was thinking of the Expertise sword for Ranger is I have one, maybe two Razajan's Fervors. And they kind of get passed around between characters like as needed. Oh! Rahal is hosting and raiding and interesting. I have a special raid animation thing that's supposed to pop up, but I guess the hosting thing preempts it. Thank you for the host, Rahal. And also, I remembered. I've been really, really bad about remembering to do this. So I'm going to do this properly and see if this works. There we go.
Wait. That's
Shout
not
out
me!
camera.
Oh my god, I could not hit her because all my guns were reloading at the same time. My soda, no. My soda, no.
Oh no. Yeah. Sorry, Rahal. The clip that it chooses for the shout out is randomized, so I can't control that. I did not select that. I did want to shout you out though. I was in Rahal's stream earlier. Rahal has come back and is actually starting to play Guild Wars again. He was just running through pre-searing earlier. Oh, that's fine. I don't have a lot of clips. It was funny. Yeah, suddenly a little bit of action, first-person shooter action in the middle of the Guild Wars streams. So, Yeah, I was in Rahal's stream earlier. He picked up Guild Wars again, and he's starting to play through pre-searing. So I knew he was a streamer. I knew he's fresh. I knew he's in Guild Wars. Like, good enough. Shout out. Never too late to come back. Yeah, that's one thing I mentioned in his stream. I wasn't in his stream for too long before I had to go deal with some other stuff before I started my own stream. Is that it sounded like his story is kind of the same as a lot of us. It's like played a lot back in the day, and then took an extended vacation from it. Like in my case, 9 or 10 years break from the game, and then in my case, I came back and started playing Guild Wars again about 7 or 8 months ago, and started streaming it too because I was making a lot of really stupid mistakes. Like I forgot what happens when your minion master necromancer dies in your party. So I thought the internet might enjoy seeing stupid stuff like that. Paul was a great guy. I appreciated it. It was a lot of fun playing when I was younger, and then college and marriage and life. Yeah, real life starts. Real life piles up, doesn't it? So I'm fortunate. I've got to a place where I can fairly regularly count on having at least Saturday afternoons free and Sunday afternoon. Stay single forever. I am fortunate in that I am married. I have a wife. She works on Saturdays, so that's actually why I have my Saturdays free. Or I can always maneuver things to have my Saturday afternoon free. Sundays are a little more Wild West. So my wife and I need food. Have a good stream. Yeah, totally. Thank you for the raid, and enjoy being back in Guild Wars again. And I will see you around. Food. Oh. I didn't realize it. Now I'm suddenly hungry. Damn it! Curse of food has been applied. All right, so Raiders. Just so you know, I gave you my short story. Played the game, took a break. I'm recently back. What I used to do on Saturdays is my favorite content in the game was the dungeons, like a lot of them in Eye of the North. So on Saturdays, originally, I would pick a dungeon, go through it, see how much I remembered. I've since gone through all the dungeons, so my Saturdays are a little more freeform. I've started playing some of Saturday. I've been playing Demon Souls a bit. Recently, Golden Ring as well. But Sundays, I'm keeping to Guild Wars, and I started a completely new account, and I started a monk character, took her all the way through Prophecies. I'm trying to play it chronologically, like the way the release order, and not taking advantage of at least most of the things. So like once she got to Lion's Arch, I didn't jump her over to factions to get max armor, or jump her to Eye of the North to get heroes or anything like that. She played all the way through Prophecies with henchmen, which was an ordeal here and there. And then the same thing when I got to factions. Initially, I created a new character in factions, a new ritualist, I think, so I could play through the Starter Island. And then once she got to the main island, then I brought my original monk character over and then played the rest of the way through factions. And I'm sort of doing the same thing now with Nightfall. I'm currently on a Paragon, a new Paragon. I'm playing through the Starter Island of Nightfall. Once I get to Consulate Docks, which I believe is where foreign characters over, I'm going to switch back to my monk and then have the monk character go all the way through Nightfall. And then I will take her and go through Eye of the North. I'm really looking forward to Eye of the North. Nightfall, not so much. Nightfall has a lot of good stuff in it, but I also get a little bit tired of the 50 Shades of Desert theme to it. Although at the end of the game, it does change up the maps quite a bit at the end of the game, so there's some cool stuff there. So anyway, that's roughly my story, what I'm doing, where I am, and I'm still on the island. I'm doing random side quests like this one. What a stroke of luck! I just found out where a former Sun Spear named Rogus has been hiding, or rather where he retired. Seems he got upset at Cormyr during his last mission and disappeared afterwards. He's a bit of a unique character, but when it comes to battle, Rogus is someone you want on your side. Turns out he's in Istan Isle. I need to go there for another side quest. Fancies himself an iron reed farmer. Go get him to report for duty. All our plans depend on his technical support. Right? So let's see. Sister Isles. Oops. Summon the spirit from the black altar. Oh, I messed that up. That was here in. I whenever possible, I try to consolidate like all the side quests, so I can like when they're all in the same area, I try to kind of do them all at the same time. So I'm not running around quite as much. What is my inventory? Material. Yeah, I give up. I'll throw the materials in storage. I was sort of keeping materials on this character just so I could. Oh, I already have a salvage. Just so it's sort of a miniature Iron Man sort of deal. So I don't. That wood, always full of wood, full of glittering dust. Okay. Well, let's see. Dye. This is like the first yellow dye that I've gotten. It's sort of amazing. I'm sort of keeping collectibles on me in case I run across any good collectors. So let's see. Go out, deal with spirit or something. What's going on? It's tormenting this girl's father's spirit or something like that. Let the collectors see if they have anything good. In crest, I believe I'm already full armored. Armor 50. So I'm good until get to. I think armor 50 is as high as you can go while you're on starter island. But yes, the monk character that I play, that I've been dragging through all of these worlds, I started her a little bit as a joke because back in the day, the most popular but a very common build that you saw people playing was the Whammo, which was a warrior with a monk secondary. So when I started playing, I switched it around. So I was playing as a monk with a warrior secondary, which was actually kind of fun most of the time. It sucked when I got to the desert because the desert has a ton of like crippling and blindness. But I've generally been treating her as a melee monk. When I played her through factions, I switched her to monk assassin, so I was able to keep up with the melee monk theme. Whoa! I don't know why my that remains. There's going to be some demon. Get the dead. All right. Bleeding. Where is this? Oh, she's all the way up there. Nope, bugs. Can't stop the aggro. Oh, hey, we've got a grub over here. Just to die. Fine staff. There is a possibility that that might be an upgrade for Dunkoro. Ten to 17 requires divine favor. No, that is not an upgrade. I could use the bonus command for weapons for those, but again, I sort of like equipping based on luck of the draw, getting actual drops. Dealing with the constraints thereof. Cine. That was. Oh, some guys there. I don't. Oh. Thank you, hero. My father always said, "Life is pain. Anyone different is selling something." Ah, that sounds fair. You need to believe him. Please. Yeah, ArenaNet, when they wrote quests for this game, they were always like tapping into pop culture things. Princess Bride was always one of their favorite ones. There's loads and loads. Alright, message home. Our official. One good turn. Oopsie, we got some aggro here. Oh, that guy. That guy's like trying to lead us back into that other group. Okay. Moavukal is Istan Isles. Well, I have something in Cliffs of Dojok I want to see. Oh, one good turn. Ah, but a side quest. I know I don't need to be doing the side quests, but it's like, but they do help flesh out the world a bit. Glad you're here. I've got a problem that no one but a sun spirit can solve. Creating some of the finest monuments the world has ever seen. Dark stain hangs over my head. Those gods be cursed, scree harpies my monuments and then face them. Horrible. Stay up nights worrying about it. Harpy hatchling season has begun, and I fear the devastation of a new batch of scree harpies. I would be eternally grateful if harpy nest and destroy scree hatch. Some full-grown monument to facing monsters. Okay, so now I have two things to do. Duck. And this is a four-player area. Last week when I was streaming, I had a bit of an embarrassing moment when I went into. I don't think it was Istan Isles. I think, yeah, it was when I went into Matani Keys. I didn't realize that this area it goes up to having 8 players. So I went in there just with my 4-player hero team, and was just cruising around. And I was like, wow, yeah, this area is a little more difficult. Someone in chat was like, you can have 4 more, 4 more henchmen. Yeah, right. Oh yeah, I was going to see. It's way on the side. Scree hatchlings are here. Alright. Gonna be killing all these level 2s. Man, there's like a lot of them. Kinda wish I had a minion master. Something just to like automatically spread out the aggro and attacks. Sort of do a lot of the work for me. Cost keeps running around. Isn't able to land hits on because dead before he gets there. I think he got a hit on that one. Oh, it's Harpy Mother time. Now we suddenly have a bit of a fight. I'm getting pretty hungry. My wife requested that tonight be a forage night for dinner. Like, you know, she eats whatever she wants, and I go out and get whatever I want. She actually has. We went and got Mexican last night. She has a leftover quesadilla she wanted to eat. I don't have anything at home though. Coast, welcome in. Yes, I did. She did get her margarita last night. That was a thing. So yeah, she's got a leftover quesadilla, and I don't have anything. My usual go-to whenever I'm left to my own devices for dinner is there's a teriyaki place close by that makes an orange chicken dish that I absolutely love. It's just that's just a general Sunny chest, okay. And I would love going to that place to get orange chicken, but the problem is they're closed on Sundays, so I can't do that tonight. So I need to figure out something else. My family owns a Mexican restaurant. We don't run it. I ate way too much Mexican. Yeah, my wife, she's always kind of always in the mood for Mexican. And you know what? I'm actually gonna go over here, I think, so I hit this quest from the other side. Yeah, she's kind of always in the mood for Mexican. I enjoy Mexican, not quite as much as she does, though. I like to change things up. The way she is about Mexican is about the way I am with like teriyaki food, teriyaki chicken, orange chicken. So, speaking of, I realized I didn't turn on my streaming light. For Christmas this last year, my wife bought me she went on Etsy. Where is down there? She bought me a little not little, it's actually kind of large, a recording light. It lights up, it's got LEDs in it, that is kind of in the window of my office shed that I could turn on so that she can see when I'm essentially on air, streaming. Because she's, gets pretty embarrassed about coming in, talking to me if I happen to be online. And I told her it's not a big deal. Matter of fact, one time she did show up online, and she actually got in front of camera and demanded that I shut down stream so I could take her out for her margarita. She had had a long day and was just like, I want to go out. I want my Mexican. I want margarita. Come back. It's on the couch and sleep. So that was actually a popular moment. Some of my regular viewers, have since made jokes ever since. It's like, got your wife your margarita yet? I never knew what on the air meant before a couple of years ago when I was working for a TV station. Yep. So yeah, I've got a light like that that's in my window. But my problem is I keep forgetting to turn it on. So yesterday, again, she works during the day, and I'm streaming Demon Souls, and she got home about 5:30 or so, and I had forgotten to turn on the light again, and she opened the door, came right in, saw that I had my lights on, and I was talking to nobody, which means that I'm talking to the internet. She opens the door. She said, "Oh no, I'm sorry." And I'm in the middle of Demon Souls. It's fine. It's not a problem. I think she's just really self-conscious about it. For me, it's not. So there are actually Vabians who are interested in doing more than lying about in luxury and counting their money. Intrigued by this Vabian who doesn't shrink away from physical labor. Send them our way and we'll give them a house. All right. Oh, that one's finally done. Okay. Well, I'm going to go turn that in, because then that should help me complete another quest. Time is at 4:40. Oh man, I wonder, am I even going to get to the next mission at this rate? Before I have to leave. I figure I've got another hour and a half stream. See. Excellent timing. I just got back the approval for Jitoro's status as an ambassador for his official papers, and since you worked so hard to get these, something. Yeah, when I picked up this quest, it was actually interesting. There's this guy Jitoro. He's actually, and I didn't realize it until I was doing it this playthrough, is Jitoro was actually an NPC from Factions. He was a guy on the Starter Island Factions that wanted to run off and join the pirates. I think in that quest, in Factions, you get a quest from his mother to try and bring him back. You go and wipe out all of his pirate friends, and then by the time you rescue him, he's like, "What? Those guys were my friends, and I was going to go sail the seas." So it's interesting that they sort of continued him over in this. A lot of places still use analog towers to broadcast, and the analog signal is literally sent up the tower with compressed air. Compressed air for signals. Wow, that's really weird. Oh, another side quest. Now that I know you can trust you to handle a task, I have a job to offer you. Cushy and pays well. I can see you're interested. All you need to do is escort a small escort quest. Group of Vabian notables on a hike through Zan Reach. They absolutely insist on taking a closer look at real Istani country. Accompany them and I'll reward you. Okay, fine. But before I do, I'm going to turn this in, and I'm going to go do the quests to do it. Yeah, the air, plumbing, and most are insane. You know, it's actually sort of funny you mentioned that because I don't know why. But just earlier today, I forget what I was doing, but I just remembered pigs. You know, the sort of like rubber spongy things that you would send through vacuum tube, you know, to like help clean out things, you know, or if you use anything for like that for maintaining some of that. My monuments will be safe in the future. Thank you, friend. Give me no greater gift in this world. I can offer you only this humble reward for services. Right. Okay, Isner Isles time. I have to see which side. Okay, so this is an eight player area, which means I can bring Milan. Bring Herta. Mesmer, because Mesmer's. Bring an extra monk. One is my flex. Generally, I like rangers. Oh no, that's right, 3 because I. So this is what I have to deal with. Jarek is also in, so primary quest. Okay. He's sort of more to the other side. What about... or Jotoro's in that out. Okay, it looks like going from the other closer. And I'll give Jotaro. Oh, another side quest. Oh. Where ends. Corsairs have been sighted. We must do something about them. Ideas of our villages. Like, very much using. That's in Matani Keys, though. Oh, easy. It's this way. Time chat from Feeble Freak. Yo, hey, welcome in. Welcome in there, Feeble Freak. Welcome to the stream. Are you a Guild Wars player? Oh, wonderful, and so quickly, my friend. I will not ask what you had to do to get these papers for me. I will rejoice for such a trustworthy and honorable. Guild Wars 1 Scrub just started. Oh, nice. Okay, so there's a number of questions that I will have for you. How long have I been playing? My story is I played when the game came out back in 2005. The game came out in the spring of 2005. I didn't start playing until the fall. But I got hooked on it pretty quick, and I played like 5 or 6 years. But then I put it down for like 10 plus years. Lucky. I lived in this game, and for the way other people lived in World of Warcraft, I lived in this one for like 5 or 6 years until I finally did run out of steam on it. And it was about the time Guild Wars 2 came out. And I put the game down for about 10 years or so. And I came back to start playing it about 7 or 8 months ago. And decided randomly just to start streaming it as well, just because I was making a bunch of silly mistakes that I thought the classic Guild Wars players might enjoy seeing me make silly things. So if you're a new Guild Wars 1 player, I have questions for you. Which campaign did you start with? What profession did you start with? What secondary profession did you start with? Not to give you the third degree or anything, but it's funny. The Guild Wars community, the Guild Wars 1 community, is still like on Twitch. We love seeing like new players come in and see new players starting out. There is a risk that you may get inundated with a lot of gifts from some of the older players because people have been just farming materials in the game for plus years, so they love gifting new players stuff. Release day Guild Wars 2 player, bought Guild Wars 1 a few years ago to get in Guild Wars 1 for the lore, so I'm starting from the beginning with prophecies. Characters in all expansions, but below. Gotcha. Yeah, what I'm doing is on this, I have a secondary account. My primary account is the one that I played with all those years ago and has all the bells and whistles on the account. I have a secondary account that I actually started pretty much just for this stream, to where I could start completely clean on a new character, go all the way through from the beginning. Currently playing a Mesmer Elementalist in factions, but I'm not really enjoying it, so I'm re-rolling Warrior Ranger, maybe. Viable, for sure. Yeah, best advice is to ignore the kindness of gifts from longtime players. It'll diminish the experience. I agree with Yun there. I understand, the kindness that the Guild Wars 1 community wants to give to new players, but there's always a high risk of they gift you all of this stuff so that you don't really understand or appreciate that, hey, wow, this is really valuable stuff, that you had to really, really work for. At least you had to in the old days. And also there's a risk of partying up with some of the classic players and getting run through the game. I've seen this happen with a number of new players. Now, I'm not saying do not team up with people. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying be aware that if you team up with a player and you're like, say, level 11, and I don't know what area you would be in, probably low, middle game, and you team up with a level 20 guy who has maxed out level 20 heroes and they start taking you through missions, that will really just diminish the experience because there won't be any challenge there for you. And I've seen a number of new players start out, and yeah, they start getting run through missions like that, and yeah, they think the game is like really easy or something, and then when there aren't new players to play with, they're suddenly kind of helpless isn't quite the right word. They don't quite know what to do because they haven't gone through the experience of learning. Is the game mostly soloable? Get experienced support rather than damage dealers. Yeah, it is almost entirely soloable. You can play entirely through the story and entirely through the side quests. There are a couple of elite areas that you might want to team up with some people on, but even those, there are specialized builds that you can solo those as well. So yeah, it's given the henchman hero system that they added, you can always have a party of like AI helpers. Honestly, the henchman hero stuff is part of the reason why I love the game so much, as opposed to like other adventure games where it's just you running around killing stuff. I always kind of liked running around with a party, and yet at the same time I didn't really necessarily like running around with other people, because I guess I was always really self-conscious. I always felt like I was the weak link. My skills aren't very good. I'm old. I don't know flexes or anything like that. PE classes in high school left a mental scar on me. It's like, oh god, team, I'm always the worst on the team, you know, always let the team down, you know, that kind of thing. Whereas if I'm the only human player and leading the AI heroes around, you know, I'm the smartest one of this group, at least in theory. Actually, I'm not. I've seen the heroes outplay me a lot. So, but no, I do enjoy like leading around a team of AI heroes. So I have a couple of questions. So there's Jarek there. So what you're seeing here is that my clean secondary account. I started out as a melee monk, and I played through prophecies, played through factions, and I'm starting out in Nightfall. But what I'm doing is, when you bring a foreign character, like my monk was created in prophecies, if I bring that character over into Nightfall, she will start out at a higher mission elsewhere, you know, farther down the storyline. So I wanted to start a new character, a Paragon, just so I can play through the whole starting experience of the whole starting island. Once I get to that point that I can bring the monk over, I'll switch it back over to my monk. Yeah, some people say the AI ruined the game. It took the magic of playing with the others out. I feel like that's ignoring the other side. I prefer to play with AI. If I'm forced to play with real people, I just wouldn't play. Yeah, that was always kind of my thing. I respect people wanting to play with other players for sure, and I think that's great. But I think there is an argument to be made for, there's a lot of people that wouldn't have played this game, like you or me, Yun, that if we didn't have the AI support, because you know, like if I started, you know, prophecies a year or two after release, and I'm bumming around early missions, and I'm like, hey, I need help with this early mission. One of two things is going to happen. I'm either going to find no help because all of the player base has moved on to high areas, or if anyone does help, they're going to be like level 20 maxed out, and they're going to steamroll through the mission for me, and I'm not going to learn. That's how I played Guild Wars 2, basically 98% soloed. Yep, you can do it. You can do it with this game. I mean, you will be in a party, but you know, it's a party of AI here. One Chaos. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that was you chatting earlier. Welcome in, One Chaos. I don't know, it didn't give me a notification that was your first chat. I'm sorry if I missed that before. I can see both sides. Remember back in the olden days when I first managed to clear Underworld with the Pug. Heroes have made it far easier, which is both good and bad. I like that you have the choice. Exactly. You know, it's choice is good. It was special because it was an utter bitch, whereas now it's mostly a cakewalk. Oh man, yeah. The story that I always go back to is there's an elite area, Urgos's Warren. It's in factions, and when I was playing factions, I had a lot of real world stuff. I could never set aside time to do big long elite missions or anything. But there was this one day where it's like, you know what? I've got this entire day clear. You know, I should be able to fit in this 2 or 3 hour long mission, which I think is what it was about. And I joined my guild. Was also made up of a number of older players who, again, had real lives and everything. So we all partied up, and we all had this day, more or less, to do this. But real life struck repeatedly throughout that that run. It was supposed to be a 2 or 3 hour run of Urgos, but people kept having to go AFK for various reasons or whatever. It ended up taking like 7 hours before we even got to the end boss. And then right at the end, I had to leave because I had some real life thing that happened. And, oh, it was horrible. I felt really, really bad about it. Still feel bad about it to this day, actually. Here's this one right here. So, and sorry, I'm not very good at talking while playing. tend to sort of stop. But yeah, anyway, that's adulting. Exactly. Adulting gets in the way of so much fun. You have so much fun if you didn't have to adult. Like yesterday, and I mentioned this earlier. Yesterday, ordinarily I run. So, People Freak, just so you know, this time that you're watching me, from 3 o'clock to about 6 o'clock Pacific time on Sundays that's kind of my dedicated Guild Wars time. I will almost always be here streaming unless I've got some emergency thing. But I also stream on Saturdays, and I used to stream Guild Wars on Saturdays as well, but I've sort of started changing that. Saturdays have become a little bit more of a variety day for me.
And I love you, random citizen.
People Freak with a follow. Thank you for the follow. So yeah, if you're hanging out Sundays with nothing better to do, chances are you'll find me here. I also stream on Saturdays about the same time, but I stream different games on Saturdays. Right now I'm trying to make my way through Demon Souls and we're getting attacked. Because I recently got caught up in the Elden Ring craziness that everyone else has been going through, and I managed to complete that game, and I enjoyed it, and I wanted to start checking out some of FromSoft's other games. So I'm trying to make my way through Demon Souls now. How is Elden Ring? I think it's great. It is a very action-oriented thing. It is punishing, but I feel the FromSoft games, I think, are very unique. It's like they're punishing, they're hard, but it feels like with a point. The punishment is there to get you to learn timings, learn moves, learn what to do when and everything, so that it becomes easier as you go. Nightbot wants me to watch. Yep. Sounds familiar. First time Fissure of Woe took half a day with a number of near wipes. Fast forward, I got my legendary survivor by clearing. Yeah, that was exactly how that Urgaz run was for me. But yeah, I liked Elden Ring quite a bit. I bought it like right at the end, right when it released, pretty much on a whim, because my brother plays a lot of the Dark Souls games, and I'd never had, or really. And I was aware, my brother and I have time set aside, actually tonight is one of them, where we will play co-op games for 2 hours or so at night, certain nights. And I knew Elden Ring was going to be something he was going to be interested in, and I also knew it had co-op, so I thought, it's like, well, you know what? I'll give this a try. And I actually really, really liked it. Because it is a hard game, but it is also an open world game, which means that when you run into a really difficult area, boss or whatever, that you think you're just not leveled up enough for, that's fine. It just means you can peel off and you can go somewhere else for a while. Level up somewhere else. So it's actually very liberating in that respect, So I enjoy it. If you enjoy, I feel like a lot of comparisons have been made about it to Breath of the Wild, and I feel that's accurate. It's kind of an interesting thing, a little difficult thing to put your finger on. Breath of the Wild, the gameplay is a bit easier. But I think the thing that it shares, and I've seen a number of YouTube streamers make this comparison, and I think it's apt, is Elden Ring gets exploration right. You're dropped into a world, you're not really told really what to do, so you sort of just end up looking at a map or just looking in the distance and saying, hey, that looks like an interesting thing over there. I'm gonna go over there and see what that is. The game is filled with stuff like that. And it really feels like you're going on like random adventure outings. As opposed to something like an Ubisoft game. And no hatred for Ubisoft. I've been playing recently a lot Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It was the first Assassin's Creed game I ever played for them. And I do still enjoy it, but there is a key difference in that in Assassin's Creed, you get in there and you look around and it already tells you where to go. It already gives you all these markers on your map. Like, hey, there's something interesting here. There's something there. So it doesn't feel like exploration so much as you're checking things off of a list. Which again is fine if you're in the mood for that. But if you want to just go into a world and explore and not know what you're going to find, Elden Ring is much better at that sort of a thing, at that sort of feel, for as far as I'm concerned. That's kind of my why I enjoyed it. All right, the nice thing about Elden Ring is that if you get tired of bashing your face against a wall, you can just turn around and bash your face into a different wall instead. Exactly. You know what? As a matter of fact, funny you mention that. He is not currently in stream, but I'm going to do a shout out for a guy. He is another Guild Wars 1 streamer, or he was. He used to stream Guild Wars for a while. He hasn't for a while. He is actually currently doing his first playthrough of Elden Ring. Is Shinobi Neon. Let's see. This might be a Elden Ring clip. Oh, it actually came up.
I think I have a filter on or something. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
He is a VTuber.
I just wanted to say that. I'm here live. I'm not a cat. There's some kind of filter. We're working on it. Yeah.
He must have recorded that around that time that one video went viral about that lawyer that got stuck. But he's funny because he's been doing his first playthrough of Elden Ring, but he has a very, very strict no backseating policy on his stream. So he doesn't want to be told what to do, where to go. He just wants to explore and uncover the world himself, which I think is great. However, I wish he would ease up the policy a little bit, because there are, one or two little tips and tricks that would help out. So the times that I'm in his stream, I will try to figure out a way to subtly phrase a hint that, like, you know what? This area that you're in is really kind of difficult. You might want to go somewhere else. But also at the same time not actually tell him what, because that's not, he doesn't want to hear that. Yeah, the subliminal hint, exactly. Well, he's also a very he doesn't seem like it, but he is also a very stubborn player. His favorite story, and I missed this, I wish I had seen this, but Elden Ring, one of the famous moments is you're given your little tutorial area where you learn the buttons and the keys for fighting, moving, dodging, all this stuff. And then when the doors first open and you're let out into the big wide world, there is this giant horseman, golden horseman, just down this hill right in front of you. Clearly a very dangerous enemy. Now in Elden Ring, that guy, he's called the Tree Sentinel, and he is there to teach players that just because there is a big shiny boss looking guy in front of you, you don't need to fight them right off the bat, because that Tree Sentinel has killed a lot of new players because they'll just run right up to it and think, oh hey, this is a guy right outside the starting area. He must be my level. No, he's not. At least not for an unskilled player. Now Shinobi, the guy I just shouted out, he didn't realize that. He thought, there's this big shiny golden guy on horseback. Clearly, I need to kill this guy. So he just went and died repeatedly to this guy. I think he said, like 30 or 40 times. And he did learn all of the moves that the guy does, and he did end up beating the Tree Sentinel. Now the thing is he did this all before he learned how to level up. So he didn't even make himself stronger or anything. He just beat his head against that wall for so long until he learned it. And then he realized after he leveled up, or after he learned how to level up, yeah, maybe I should have learned how to level up before, and that would have made this much easier. Yeah, it would have. So I'll tune in and watch him, and he's still getting into trouble in Elden Ring, and I keep like biting my tongue. Like, if you just went over there just a little bit, have a much easier time. But I do respect the choice, that he doesn't want to be led around by the nose. And it's kind of the same thing we're talking about in Guild Wars. It's like I don't want an experienced player to come in and effectively wreck the experience for a new player and just have everything done. So sorry, I went off on a big tangent there, but personally, again, I think Elden Ring, I think it's a great game. And it's good enough that it's actually got me playing other Dark Souls games now too. Oh, I think we have a visitor. Hang on. Yep. Where'd you go? Come on. Come over here. I'm gonna be on camera. We have a visitor. Big cat. Camera. He doesn't want to look. This big boy is actually going in for a little surgery. He doesn't realize it. Cat. Hey, and one of the new cat emotes has entered into the stream. Yeah, I hit Etsy and got some badge things. I'm starting to dress up the channel. Oh, and by the way, speaking of dressing up the channel,
this unit is running as smoothly as a pig on stilts.
I added a little sound randomizer. Chat reward. Colonel Potter will say random things. So, quick update. I had a ranger. Just went warrior on the second professional. Digging it so far. Cool. Did you start this one out in prophecies as well, or did you start this one in factions or nightfall? Look at camera. If we can get you in camera. A little bit. He does. Prophecies. Nice. I always forget about this. Hang on. Every time I pick that cat up, he sheds like crazy. And the fur just goes everywhere. Need to brush him tonight before you take him to the doctors. Yep, prophecies. Oh, cool thing about Ranger is their main attribute makes using every other class's melee weapons very effective. Expertise. Alright, go on. He's gone back out. Yeah, expertise is a great great attribute thing. Horrors! The scale awoke the great monster in the swamp. Well, I'm glad to hear you defeated it. Here, this could be a sign of worse things to come. Scale are organizing, there will be trouble ahead. Incredibly territorial creatures and have fought expansion across the island for years. It help us prepare to fight them, good son Spiro. Oh, another master difficulty quest. Oh, so yeah, you had Ranger primary, and you went with Warrior on the secondary. That's cool. Yeah, Rangers are also they're incredibly versatile class. I mean, you're not limited to the bow. Matter of fact, I think one of the big meta things that people have been doing a lot lately is Ranger Assassin with daggers. Now, of course, if you're starting out in Prophecies, it'll be a while before you can switch to Assassin. But that's a thing that happens. But you can do like trapping builds. There's all kinds of stuff you can. And they're used in certain farming spots too. So seems like the Scale have become enraged over the death of their god, Moavukal. Followed your trail back to the village. There is still cat hair everywhere. Many of the farmers and fishermen out in Eastern Isles have fled to the village with reports of a massive horde of Scale headed towards us. Having a moment to lose, their god, we now help defend the village against their army. Oh. Excuse me. I think I remember this one. Thought about making a derv just to farm this quest. Yeah, I think I remember this quest, and I'm already lamenting not having a minion master with me because it feels like this. If I recall, this is like minion master territory. It puts us in an instance even. Sure your party is ready to defend Beckner Harbor? Probably not, but let's give it a shot. Assault will begin. Oh, okay, it's an instance of the town. Some this way. Yun, do you not have a derv? I had a dervish on my main account, but I don't know. The dervish just never quite clicked with me for some reason, which is kind of funny because when I came back after being gone so long, like 10 years, I came back and dervishes are apparently like the thing, for farming almost everything. Oh, what the hell happened? Why are dervishes such a big deal? Does I go out? Well, they're level 13. Okay, they're not scaled down at all. You're down a monk. Great start. Got our monk back up. There's another group coming in. We clean these guys off first. I need to have more energy on me so I can use my Sunspear heal skill. Oh, good lord. Oh, geez, there's so many of them. You know what? Let's see if we can pull back a little bit. Oh, this is not gonna go well. Sorry, I see chats going. I'll get to you in a second, but I need to conserve. Conserve energy so I can I want to be using my Sun Spear skill. Oh, here comes more. Wow. Well, we actually sort of did it. Well, way too early to say anything. Oh yeah, this is where things start really going downhill. Scale blighters. Yeah, there's a lot. You do have a derb. I had one forever, but I completed this quest. Really good low requirement and chunk of Drake farm. Oh, yeah. Funny you mentioned that. I finally got the chunk of Drake flesh from off an Iron Tooth earlier in stream. Yeah, that's fine. That's a quest I'll come back to. 6 waves. Yeah, that wasn't gonna be a thing to do with this team. Large, yeah. Cash this in. George sent word he would be arriving shortly. Sounds like his experiment with iron reed farming did well. It's not too surprising. Better at blowing stuff up. Right. Special delivery. The orders to Jarek. Oh, that was another one that I was going to do while in Istan. Stuff. So there's one in Ferner. That's the one I just tried and failed. The village from Corsairs and Keys. Yeah, let's go ahead. This one. Oh yeah, I missed out in remembrance of that failed scale defense quest.
This unit is running as smoothly as a pig on stilts.
Apt. That function almost never, says the right thing at the right time, but I think that was pretty. Oh, hang on. I almost messed up again. Not having the party of 8. Extra monk. Here, protect the village from Corsairs. Eradicate Corsairs and Matani Keys. Okay, I've got a little bit of a run. Oh, since I talked to Castellan, I advance my Sun Spear back anymore. Nope, apparently not. Not here. I'm sure once I get to Uh-oh. Mandragores. Our allies are only our monks, though. Good grief. there's so many of them. Oh, and we have lost one of them. Let's see if any of them live. Make it to the, want to fight those scales. Let's see. Is this patrol gonna stop? Are we gonna have to deal with them? Alright. Not that I didn't think we could take them, it's just I'm a little concerned about my little 10 allies here. Lost one of them. I wonder if it's better to go this way. I also need to be careful. The NPCs lag behind it. The Corsairs. And they're just all together, aren't they? Okay, the bassoons are... They are monks, but they are smiting monks. Like... Oh, we lost one of the other monks. Best hope that Roland stays with us. Excuse me. Treasure chest there. Let's get gold. A barrel hammer. Okay, we completed that. We can turn that in. Oh, another side quest. It just doesn't end. Let's see. A little more spear. Oh, costs. Oh, attention. Cost has to go. This does. And I'm going to give her a lot more. Milani, I'm not sure. Scythe. Help us drive a small band of Corsairs from our lands. They must have gotten a message to their ships about our village because a very large party of Corsairs has landed on that same island. Evacuated all fisherfolk in the area. Now we must move against those rooms. Comfortable. Oh, is it going to be this? Am I going to have to go all the way down to that same spot? Essentially do the same thing? Well, except maybe this time I won't have to worry about the NPCs dying. Yep, it's in the same spot. Oh, and we do have NPCs with us. Although they aren't part of the party, interestingly enough. So I won't really be able to keep track of who's who. But that also means that we won't fail the mission if they die. I think there were mandragores right here. Or here. I've already forgotten. Oh no! Oh! Stupid villagers! Aggro everything. And in order to rescue them, of course, we had to get in the way of this other scale patrol, so of course we aggro them. We gotta keep. Oh, there's another patrol. Oh, there's even more scale. We can't get out of the way in time. Oh, well, at least they're spaced out enough. It's not really a concern. So yeah, I guess I'd say, for any of the new people who've come in, it's like, I'm an experienced Guild Wars 1 player. However, I don't remember a lot of specifics. I don't remember exactly what is in as I go. I remember certain things, but there are also a lot of things that I clearly forgotten. Same thing. Sneak around. We lost all the villagers. We have the elder with us. Wizard. Okay, there's a book. Oh, there's just even more of them. Although they are in separate groups now. You know what? I just realized. I do not have a pulling. Oh. am going to need to invest in a bow. Got a couple of unlocks on that one. Oh, but I think we'll just this group. Oh, these guys are level 17s. Okay, so yeah. Really want to aggro more than one group at a time if we can help it. And costs. Oh, costs. What did I just say about aggroing more than one group? Okay. Actually, Melania as well. She's maybe just a little. Trying to just lure this whole group farther back. Sure we don't other behind. Oh, ward against melee. Thank you, Herta. I know heroes and henchmen aren't always good about staying inside of wards. However, I do like having them around. On my main account, I have a. I always have an elementalist hero. Has wards running. Oh, but the elder follows me. Might need scale so we don't have them. I think we might be able to pull this group. Okay. Yes, mental note, the next time I come across a bow, either longbow or flat bow, put that on my slot. Oh, it's got a big lag. I'm looking forward to getting a new more Paragon skills. There's a skill that gets you energy back. Party whiting. Zealous Anthem or something like Anthem of Zeal. Hoping this mission has been valuable. I see now. Yep. That's me. Awesome. That treasure chest is a one-time thing. In theory. Mariner. Escorting bulls. I already know this one's gonna. But best to get it out of the way. Sun Spears. This will be a real treat for us. Shall we get started? Hey! Wait! Oh, and they create like an impenetrable wall. Yeah. Up there. Okay, I'm sort of ahead. Nope, nope. Kind of amazing that no enemies have popped up so far. Oh, it looks like whichever way we go, we're gonna have to out. Let's clear out these bugs. And those nobles have a huge collision box around. Deal with these guys. Was that it? That was seriously it. Oh man. Yeah. Eye of the North yet. I do want to go to Eye of the North. It's kind of my favorite expansion, but staying true to the goal of logically. Oh no, even more. A job for you. Remember those Vavian noblemen dragged over reach? Another outing specifically requested you this time in Latenda. Want to see the Sun Spear Crypt Latenda Bog. When I told them how dangerous it would be, it only made them more excited. Well, I actually was wondering when. You know what? Before I do that, let's do this Fariner one, and I'll do the Jarek one. I don't know if that opens up Black Tide Den, or if I have to travel to Black Tide Den, but Yeah, so apparently what was going on in Mariner was there was a plague of some sort wiped out this city. Scarab spores. Which means scarab spore from the insects. Oh, there was like a mountain of like really low level enemies somewhere, I think. I wonder if these guys will count. Alright. Yep, Scarab Spore. How many hours you got on the game? That is a good question. Well, I do have it divided by 2. Because I've got 2 accounts. Across all characters on this account, I have played for 138 hours. Now, I think on my main account, I have something like 6,000 or 7,000 hours. I have 110 or 1,100 in Guild Wars 2 and 30 in Guild Wars 1. Legendary. Oh, there are people that have like 25k hours. Yeah, it's just crazy amount. Oh, hang on. You know, you've got me curious. Possibly once I do this quest, I might jump out over to my other account and see. You know, do the age check on my main account, because now I'm curious. And actually, that'll probably be about a good time. Think of it. Yeah, what I think I'll do this quest, and then I'll jump over on my main account. Might do a little a quick raptor farming run just so I can clear my head a little bit, see what the age is. Oh, yeah, there's the pile of enemies. I thought they were bugs. Hang on. And health. That's the same. Short. Why a second account? Just so I kind of wanted to. I like the idea of starting fresh and like more than just create a new character on a new slot, because having a new account means that I'm also starting from scratch in terms of account-wide unlocks, like skills. Like I could get a hero, like on these heroes. If I was on my main account, even if I was on a new character, I would be able to put elite skills that I have captured, previously, that would have otherwise been unavailable. Like right now on this particular character, I can't put any elite skills on my heroes, or at least not many. I think Dunkoro has one. Yeah, Dunkoro has Healing Burst, but that's only because my monk character, my first character on this count, was able to capture that skill. So it's sort of a self-limiting thing. It makes things a little more challenging. Or if I want to, if there's a skill I want my heroes to have, I'm going to need to go and unlock it. Because on my main account, I do have all the skills unlocked. So it's sort of... It makes, I suppose it makes things a little harder for me, and at the same time, it gives me more things to do on this account. It's also kind of like I can't just rely on, you know, all of the money and resources that I already have, like in my storage, my account storage on my main account, because my first playthrough on my monk, it was kind of hilarious. Going through prophecies, she was just constantly poor. I just could not get any. She could not hold on to gold for very long at all. Anytime I got any gold, it immediately went away to like skill captures. Hey, lime coconut. Farm the Nick items already. Oh, I haven't even looked. I've been out of the Guild Wars Weekly loop a little bit. I haven't even looked to see what. Oh no, I think I did look this week, but I haven't farmed them. Frigid Mandragore husks in Norhart. Oh, okay. That's some Eye of the North farming. Mandragore husks. What would be a good farm for them? I imagine Dervish. Seems like Dervish is always. If you need to farm something, and Dervish is always there. Oh, looks like Jin finally got up to. I thought farming now, but I don't know a good location. Yeah, I know there's mandragores kind of all over the place up there, but yeah, I don't know exactly where. I think actually in is it Jaga Moraine? Oh, I can't go and look on this map because I don't have it. I think there's an area in Jaga Moraine right above where all of the spectral vetters are, where the vetter farm is. I think there are a bunch of mandragore above there, but I'm not entirely sure. I also don't know where the bugs are. Just need 3 more spores. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Bugs. All right. Now the disappointing thing is I know I'm going to do this quest and I'm going to be given a follow-up. But yeah, I think I'll do this quest and then I'll switch over on my main account. Uh-oh, we just got patrolled. Well, we will have plenty of spores then. Oh, hang on. We've got a grub lance here that's healing. Boy, they really want Dunkoro dead. That stalking Nephila is really short. Okay. A lot of drops. Let's see. That's enough. Don't those. Go turn this in. That's on him giving me a follow-up. Say probably, better than 75% follow-up. Yep. Now that I have these spores, I'm almost ready to perform my experiment. I run into a small problem, though. I ordered a sack of grain from a friend of mine, Neng, who lives on Isner Isles. Back to Isner. Said it'd be here yesterday. I still haven't heard. Okay, I will, but I will not today. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pause and switch onto my main account. Screen is going to be a second. Just while I switch. I'm pushing the wrong buttons. Oops. Okay. Time to go on main character. Yeah, Feeble, I don't know if you're still in here, but this is my main character. Oh, it's funny that we come in here and we meet Rojas. He's the guy that we were just doing all those quests to recruit. I am admittedly biased towards Ranger. So this is my main character on my main account. Now let us see what kind of age we're talking about. I have played this character for 4,164 hours. Across all characters, I've played for 7,000 hours. 7,055 hours. Yeah. Okay, so I was about right on my estimation. Now, I am going to switch over just because I feel like killing things en masse. So I'm going to do a raptor farm or two. And then probably start to think about closing up shop. I think, yeah, it's that door over there. I'm not farming for anything in particular. Hang on. I need to clear out my inventory. Yeah, I was doing some farming on this during anniversary, I think. So I have some anniversary items, and let me throw some stuff in storage. Victory tokens that I never used. Yep, there is proof of triumph. I have it in my storage, so any of my characters can get at it. Okay, Crichton Brandy. Nope. Cupcakes. Hang on. There's some of the fireworks. I don't keep a huge stock of the festival items because I've already gotten max titles on those, so I don't really thing with them. There's this, and there's a birthday cupcake. Where else? There. Hard apple cider. Mars ale. This. Making a little bit of space. So yeah, I'm just going to do a quick raptor farm just because I want to see a lot of numbers. I want to see a lot of death. only for a little bit, and I need to be in hard mode. All. Now the first run or two may fail because it's been. I think last time I did this was on the anniversary, so a while. A little bit of a rhythm to this. Well, not rhythm so much, order of operations. Mark of Pain on. And, oh shoot, I messed up. Hit 100 blades first. Well, it might be back up by the time. Oh, no, it won't. Oh, it won't. Oh. Yeah, this isn't going to work. I don't believe it. It came back up just in time. Okay, let's try that again without the set. It's funny. This is one of those farms. It's like I'm not even doing this for farming one thing in particular. It's just kind of a fun, gratifying thing to see. 30 of these raptors all die instantaneous. Although I think I'm still working. I think I am still working on title. Certain title. I'm over rank 5. So I'm already getting the maximum out of my. Okay. This, and I'm just going to click on that just so I don't accidentally fat finger the buttons. Try and get this too. Boom, and only get 3 drops. I was actually getting quite a bit. I think there's something, a little bit of anti-farming code if like too many enemies die like all at once. It limits the amount of drops you get. Although I was getting better drops, more of them during the festival. More than just 3 drops at a time. Yeah, I think I'll do one more, and yeah, it's 6 o'clock. Then I think I'll call it. It's about time to feed cats and about time to think about dinner. I still need to figure out what I want for dinner. So my wife is going to be having her quesadilla tonight. And run. Oh, I might get blocked. Oh, body blocked. Yep. Okay.
Pigeon pellets.
Yep. Alright, let's try that again. I think I need to rezone, actually. Because I think just even having that much less health, this thing's for me. Oh, I think I need to apologize to everyone. I think I just realized game audio isn't coming through. Because I had that, that regular desktop audio turned off. in OBS, so you haven't been able to hear all of the fighting and swords and everything. So it's probably been a very quiet stream, apart from my voice. Oh, body blocked again.
Road apples.
Road apples. Apology not accepted. You owe me $5. Usually, oh shoot, zone here. I feel like there's always something when I stream. There's always something that I'm missing, and it's usually audio. There's usually some audio messed up, or a character slot. I'll take a character slot. Would you settle for some crafting materials for your new character?
From around.
After we were just talking about, it's like don't give the new players too much stuff. I don't understand. I'm in trouble. I messed up my stream. Try this again. This. Try not to get body blocked. And alright. Armor up. Get extra mark K now. Make a lot of numbers. Alright, that worked. Got a tome. And that was pretty much it. Oh, missed one. Oh well. It's fine. Alright, well I think, let's see. I'm gonna go check and see what is going out in the Twitch world. See if there are any likely people to raid. Guild Wars. Are you kidding me right now? I am apparently the only one streaming Guild Wars right now. Well, shoot. That makes me feel both special and sad. Let's see. And none of the people I follow are currently streaming either. Well, shoot. I hate to kind of just end stream. Be like that sometimes, yeah. It is true. And I don't really know anyone else. I don't really want to raid people that I haven't seen before, because I could, for all I know, I could be tossing viewers into a cesspool. You freak, makes me sad too now that I'm really trying to get into the game. Well, actually on that, I would say just keep browsing the Guild Wars tag, or the Guild Wars group, because there's always people streaming it. Well, always. There's nobody streaming it right now, except for me. There's almost always somebody streaming Guild Wars. There are new players streaming it. There are old experienced players streaming it. So there's usually a mix of stuff going on. So, but yeah, I'd say keep your eyes tuned around in the Guild Wars channel. You'll see people around. I have a lot of recommendations. A lot of the people that I follow, streamers that I follow of Guild Wars, they've kind of fallen off a little bit. Some of them, they've got some real life things going on. Some of them also are getting tempted away by other games. So it's all different. But there usually are people, at least a few people streaming Guild Wars. So yeah, with that, I guess I'm just gonna end stream. I really hate to do it, but it's like I'm following a ton of people and none of them are streaming. If everyone lived in my area, I would blame the weather, because it's a really, really nice day. So I could say, oh, they're all just out enjoying the sunshine. But Goodbye, new friend. Yes, you too, Feeble Freak. Goodbye, new friend, indeed. Let's see if Colonel Potter has anything to add.
I suspect there's some cahootinizing going on.
New friend, cahootinizing. Can't wait for next stream. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, again, like I mentioned before, I'm kind of always running. My Sunday stream is from usually 3 o'clock to about now 6 o'clock Pacific time. And I'm just going to be continuing the same thing, just going through Nightfall and the Paragon, trying desperately to get to another mission. I thought I would be able to get to like Black Tide Den today, but it just keeps throwing so many side quests at me, and I'm compulsive enough about trying to doing side quests as I go that I could just never get above water on it. But and if you're ever in the mood for non-Guild Wars stuff, I also do streams on Saturday, but they are very different games. Ratchet and Clank in the mornings if I'm up, and then Demon Souls in the afternoons. Very different games to Guild Wars. So I don't. They're entertaining, but definitely not of the same flavor. So, but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shut down, and I will see everyone later. Thanks for hanging out, and welcome into the stream, Feeble Freak. I look forward to seeing you next time.